Well, hello and welcome to Multiplay's Games. We are on the midweek stream and we are taking a look at Ara History Untold on the PC. Now, this is a game from Xbox Studios. It is available on Game Pass, which is how I'm playing this at the moment. It is also available on Steam for 50 of our great British pounds. It is a strategy 4X grand strategy historical game. Build a nation and lead your people throughout history to the pinnacles of human achievements as you explore new lands, develop arts and culture, conduct diplomacy and go head to head with your rivals to prove you are the greatest ruler ever known. It's your world now. This is developed by Oxide Games and it was released on the 24th of September 2024, so yesterday. It has mixed reviews on Steam. 54% of the 153 reviews at the moment are positive, so it's middling. Some of the issues are about stability and other bugs in the game. What I have noticed when we'll have a look at the settings in a moment is there are some issues with that. Why don't we have a look now and see what these settings are. So we have game settings here, just a few of those. We have video settings. It's not proper full screen, it's borderless full screen. Borderless full screen is not full screen. Why do I have to keep reiterating this? And why are Microsoft games particularly bad at this? The resolution's not 1920 by 1080 on my screen. That is a lie. We're running this on the RTX 4090 there. So, I mean, the screen res really shouldn't be an issue with this. I have got VSync turned on 120 FPS. But, and this is the thing that really bloody annoys me, even when I was changing audio, actually, the game had to close and restart in order to apply the changes. Why? Why in this day and age do we have to do that? Very few games seem to need to do that these days, and you would think a Microsoft published game of all things would have a good experience in Windows, but that's a shocking experience, having to restart the game because you've made a small change to your graphics settings. They're not good. They're not good at all, especially irksome if you're changing the audio settings. That's just stupid. Yeah, well, that little rant. I can see why people might get frustrated with that. Please sort it out, game devs. It's a shocking state of affairs. So it was all running up at 100%. I've set this down to 55 on the master, turn the music down, turn the voice down. And this is the one that forced me to do a restart, just changing the audio. I changed it from 7.1 stereo because I'm on my headphones. And I had to restart because I changed that. Just silly. Just very, very silly. We've got some options to scale the text for accessibility. You've got screen narration support if you wanted there, which is good. I've got the UI scaling at 100%. I don't know why you'd want to make it smaller and have no option to make it bigger, but you don't. So there you go. I mean, you can always scale within Windows itself, but that seems a bit weird. I've disabled screen shake. You've got high contrast mode there, and you can change the multiplayer chat size as well, or have it narrating to you. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Imagine the fun you'll have with multiplayer chat being voiced to you. We're not going to do multiplayer, and we're not going to turn that option on, surprisingly. And then we've got some control options as well for map pank. Oh no, please tell me we can turn off mouse panning. I'm not seeing an option for that. I hope this game does not have edge padding because that will annoy the hell out of me. So we're going to play a single game. And we'll find out in a sec. Let's play a new game.
Star, activist, and politician.
Looks like we've got a big choice of rulers here. A big choice. A big choice. And it's not telling me what those are when I mouse over, so the only way I can tell is to click on it then. So that's a bit annoying. You've got some appearance choices there as well. Well, at least they're not making you pay for those as DLC, I suppose. So that is what? Harun al-Rashid, the Abbasid Caliphate. Okay.
Eva Perón, movie
Eva
star,
Perón from
activist,
Argentina.
and politician.
And what have we got here? These are the benefits then from doing it. Oh, that's quite nice. You've got tooltips here. Why don't you just tell me what these are here? The names and the countries when I mouse over there. I mean, that would be quite handy. Then I wouldn't have to click them all to find out, would I? But I like... Oh! And I do like that. So what happens if we... Oh, okay. There we go. So we can click on that and it brings it up big. Yeah, I like that. These games are very complex, so being able to just mouse over that to see growth and see what that actually means, and go over that and see food. What does food actually mean? Food is one of the 3 basic resources in Nara. Yeah, there's been materials and timber. This has been very well thought out. Yeah, that's very good. They've really thought about the help pages for this game. That is a massive positive. So we get +1 housing. Oh, I don't really want to go through all of these people just to see all of the different things. +1 golden age points. Persuasion +5. Turn duration of the golden ages. What does that actually mean? Not entirely sure on that. It is Elizabeth I.
Cunning and charismatic Queen of England.
Doesn't look much like Elizabeth I. Now there are some. You do not own this leader skin. How do we own it then? Is the DLC? Maybe there is DLC. Or maybe that's an unlockable. I hope it's not DLC. I mean, who wants to buy DLC's costumes for this game? Not me. So, if we are Elizabeth I, we get increased forces for the sea, for our sea forces, which would be time correct, I suppose, because we did have good naval forces in this period. Naval +25. +10 happiness. +10 prosperity. Well, we're not in war times. What about this one?
Shaka. Devastatingly successful military leader and first king of the Zulu.
Zulus. Plus 25 force strength. In particular formations. Plus 50 pillage damage. More aggressive. Is that a negative? It's a negative trait, I think. Maybe. Reductive. And perfectionist.
Kandake Amanirenas, Queen of Kush, who successfully led the Kushite army against Roman invaders.
What's happened to your eye? It's like a nasty cat accident. Well, I got plus 54 strength. Formidable. Maybe it's not a negative trait. Spain, Isabella.
Queen of Castile, unified Spain and financed Columbus's exploration of America.
Now, there's a lot of stuff here.
Cesare Beccaria, Italian activist, lawyer, and reformer of criminal law. Otto von Bismarck, cunning politician and creator of the German state.
So, I mean, I don't think there'll be any real advantage, disadvantage to playing any of this. I mean, obviously you've got your different strengths. If you want to play a game in a particular style, and you pick one that plays to that, but...
Jeanne d'Arc, French national hero who led her army to victory at the Siege of Orleans. Haile Selassie, Emperor. Elizabeth I, cunning and charismatic Queen of England. Simone Bolivar, freedom fighter. Askia Muhammad I, general and emperor. Benito Juarez, lawyer, statesman, and 26th president of Mexico.
I don't like your bow tie, mate. I would have seen that one.
Sejong the Great.
So I think we're going to play as England.
Elizabeth I, cunning and charismatic queen.
And we're going to have a green outfit, I think. So we've got difficulties here. Viscount, so that's the default difficulty. We've got 2 easier. It's interesting they didn't put us onto normal by default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more difficult. 2 easier. So we'll leave it on Viscount, given that's what they defaulted it to. We have preset maps and generate maps. You don't have realistic maps then. Seems a strange decision, but okay. We'll generate a new map. Nations, so we've got 8 nations that are going to oppose us. And then we've got some advanced settings. So we've got 1,250 turn limit on the game. Vegetation, medium, wildlife, medium, and ore of medium. Or we can put those to low, medium, or high. It's the same for all of those. So we'll leave that on default. Not an awful lot of advanced settings, to be fair. You can randomise your tech drawers as well, if you wanted to. I'd expect to see a bit more options on the game setup. That seems a bit limited.
quintessence of dust. Elizabeth I, your reign begins with the promise of new stability and order. Once drifting upon the tides of the natural world, your people now find themselves on solid ground, ready to define their future. Let the indomitable spirit of England drive you to explore new horizons and defend your realm to make wise use of the bounty of the lands and provide your citizens with the opportunity to thrive. Only in your hands could such a potent force be wielded. The legacy of your rule will be sculpted by your ability to unite a nation and command the respect of the world through diplomacy and strength.
Alright, thanks for that. Would you like to follow the tutorial as you play? Yes, please. Welcome to our history Untold. Allow us to guide you on your journey to greatness as you gain prestige and emerge first among nations. Left click next to continue. The world is yours to explore. Use the WASD keys to move around the map, or left click and drag. Do we have edge panning? No. Thank you, at least you've got that right. Zoom in and out using your mouse wheel. That doesn't look much like England, does it? Well, I suppose we've got some fog of war here at the moment. Although that does look like water. I'm pretty sure that London's not quite that close to the coast. The world is yours to explore. Yep. And use the home key to recenter to your capital. Well, so far we cannot scroll any further than that. So, home key does indeed set us back there. And now click next. That's what we're going to do. Here is your tutorial checklist, where you can keep track of what you've learned and what's next. You can reposition, minimize and interact with it along the way. Click the enter city view checklist item to activate your first lesson. We can indeed move it over there. Your founded city is your nation's capital, where you will oversee your nation's rise to glory. Click on the city banner. We can improve our cities. We must now choose a project for our people to work on. Projects progress every turn and include things like drafting military units and building improvements that can harvest resources, craft goods, or enhance citizens' quality of life. Click select project at the top of the screen to choose your first improvement. Are we going to be stuck with what we have to choose? Yes, we have to choose a farm. In these early days, your purpose is clear: survival. Essential resources like food, wealth, materials and timber are key to the success of your settlements. Build a farm to ensure your people are generating enough food for your population to grow. We will build a farm. I cannot build it there. We have to build one of these. Now, that's got apples on it, so I'm assuming that that will be a beneficial place to build our farm. What does this say? It's time to build your farm. Every region is broken up into different zones, and each zone can hold one improvement. Farms are best when in region. Get out. Farms are best when in regions with a high food yield or zones with a unique resource for your people to harvest, like wool from sheep. Well, that looks very good. We've got apples, wood, and nothing in the other ones, so we'll choose that one. Well done, your people are on the way to agrarian independence. Agrarian? I'll have to look that word up. They will work on this project for the next few turns. Now you must look beyond your own borders. Most of the world is unknown to you. Your scout can travel the world and reveal new regions with resources, predators, and even other nations. Now that your scout's selected, they await your orders. Their available actions are viewable on the bottom left panel. That would be that one. Or you can right click on the map and they would default to exploring via the move action. To give your scout an order, click on the move button and then along the location on the map. Well, attack. Have we got an auto explore? We do. So we'll make him auto explore. To see all of the orders you've given this turn, you can click on the orders button. Build farm and scout. Well, yeah, I've just done that. And it's not progressing. Do I have to delete those? Yeah, that's a bit broken, isn't it? Okay. Well, next turn seems to have moved it on. Urgent notifications. With your scout dispatch, you can now focus on other pressing matters. When something significant needs your attention, an urgent notification will display above all the others. Left-click the urgent notification in the row alight to view it. Is it that one? The city has no project. I thought it had a farm building that was supposed to happen over several turns, but apparently it's happened in one turn. Some consistency would be nice. Alright, we better choose another project then. Your scouts, yeah, alright. Select your scout. We didn't have to do anything with the project then. The world is full of points of interest to discover, like dangerous predators, hidden resources and caches of resources from long gone people. Select your scout and left click a point of interest. Scouts on the way to a loot cache. These relics of long lost nations may hold useful resources and other surprises. Stay tuned to see what they discover. Oh, on next week's episode. Right, well, let's give the city something to do. We will build. Oh, the trouble is, if we build something now, I bet it's going to break the tutorial. But sod it. We'll do that. Turn to map. Technology is unlocked. Researching the technology. Your scientists are awaiting your directions on where to direct their efforts. Our directions to direct. Technology is unlocked by research. Spent each turn, you can provide benefits like improvements, government types, abilities for your citizens, and even prestige. Hover over each technology and see what it unlocks. We've got grain storage that will enable grain store, bread, granary, and rice grain. Rope making allows for rope. Who knew? Fishing net, Stonehenge. Yeah, I don't see a direct link from rope to Stonehenge, but okay. Logging camps and fish. Herbalism gives us herbal medicine, apothecary, and food oil and tea leaves. I think India would give us tea leaves, but alright. Does that give us beer? No. Fermenting only gives us wine, apparently, not beer. Pottery gives us ceramic pots and a ceramic shop for all of those plates that we need to sell to people. Animal husbandry unlocks a lot of stuff, so that seems worth doing. Because who doesn't want a llama and venison? I'm assuming that we're not going to get venison from llamas. Where are we going to get a venison from then? Given we don't have any deer. Archery gives us archers, watchtower and the hunting camp. So I think we're going to go for archery. I'm tempted between animal husbandry and archery, but I think we're going to go with archery. Next turn! What have we done there? We did a scout, we did a dwelling, and we did a research. All the best things. No orders have been submitted. Yeah, we know that. Is our farm still building? I mean, it does say 7 turns there. But it's not actually in the queue, is it? Did you find your thing, Mr. Scout person? Have we undone the farm? Turns to complete 7. I want to do the farm first. Maybe we didn't complete that properly when we clicked on the map before then. Because now I can see it as an icon, and the icon wasn't really there before. Good, alright, well next turn. We've collected cash from a cache. That'll come in handy. Units idle. Well, aren't you supposed to be doing auto explore? You go and auto explore, mate. And we'll get on. Another cache discovered. And another cache discovered. We're doing well here. Gonna discover more cache in a moment. We got a plough. It's gonna come in handy for our farm later on. So no, so how is our farm doing? We must be nearly there. I think that's got 1 turn left to happen. Can we see our turn number? Turn 8, yeah, so there's our turn number. We have completed our research on archery, so let's go with animal husbandry next. Come on. There we go. Your actions have started to gain you prestige, propelling you into the world stage. The nation with the highest prestige at the end of the game's 3 acts will be crowned the winner. Good. We've got 64 prestiges. We get prestige, ooh, from the government. We get 50 prestiges from that. We don't get any from those. Is that everything? We only get 5 prestiges for doing wars. Or is this how much prestige we've earned so far? I think that might be what that is. Not how much you can earn, but how much you have earned. Because we had 64 prestiges, didn't we? 58, 59, 54. 64, yeah, so that adds up to 64. Next. Government, culture and religion are other vital ways to gain prestige. Research technologies related to this domain so unlock powerful new tools for stewardship of your citizens. The creation of art and literature and the cultivation of sacred beliefs. Hide lesson. I don't really want to go through all of these, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff under these headings that you can get additional prestige for, like building improvements on your culture. So research and technologies for these different things. Increasing your production strength and technologies. Yeah, that's quite nice. Interesting way of doing a... I mean, if that is the only win condition, that's a little bit limited for a 4x, but I don't dislike how this is working. We've discovered another cache, and we've completed our farm. Click on the farm completed notification. The farm is complete. Oh, that's nice. I like zooming in like that. Now that your farm is complete, it is harvesting more food for your people. Aside from food, it can also harvest other resources if placed over a unique resource node. Harvest options can be adjusted within the improvement details panel. With your farm complete and the city queue empty, well, the city queue is not empty, mate. I'm building a dwelling now. So, you didn't check, did you? See, I knew we'd be able to break the tutorial, because you always can. We broke you. And at least we didn't get stuck. I've seen those before. You do something ahead of the time in the tutorial and it gets itself in a state it didn't expect. And then its finite state machine gets broken. Boom. So we do have upgrades, but they're locked at the moment. We have a plus 2.5 or 2.7 modifier there for harvest. And we can use supplies for improvements. We can add experts, and that will improve 150% production. And we need timber to maintain. At the moment we have 78 timbers, and we have one coming in, so I think at some point we're going to need to set up a timber harvest. Got some trees about there. Let's see what we can. We need to click on that to do the improvements, don't we? I don't want the farm. I want the queue. Select a project. We've got a hunting camp, a workshop. So what does a workshop let us do? Unless us craft items. That's not what I want. I want to be able to harvest. Timber. See, that's going to cost us timber. So how do we get more timber? Is that a cost of... yeah, so it costs us 15 to make a farm. I don't know then. I can't see anything that would let us harvest wood at the moment. So we haven't got wood. Let's build a workshop, given that's what it seems to want us to do. We'll add that to our queue. And actually we'll increase our workshop to #1 priority. And return to the map. Right. That looks like an angry wolf. That's a predator. We don't actually have any thing to hunt that with though, do we? So why don't we also add an archer to that queue? Cache discovered. Our city's leveled up. We've got some 10 timbers and 1 fur, so that's going to help a little bit. And we've got a population milestone. We can claim a religion, apparently. Each region has its own yields, resources, limits. Oh, choosing a region. Even dangers to harvest most effectively. Sure to clear the land predators and build improvements. Do we have to choose one of these then? We can't have them all. I mean, Derby's not usually right next door to London. I think we're going to go for Chelmsford. Oh, actually, we want to go with one that's got wood, don't we? So we'll go for Devon, which would not be here. The Devon would be in the south usually, but we're going to go with Devon. Devon in the northeast. Now that you've staked your claim, it will formally expand your city's borders to your next turn. Once a region is claimed, your people will hastily begin working on the land and harvesting its resources, continuing leading your people. So we gain resources then by the lands that we have by the looks, rather than actually setting up a harvesting camp or anything. Oh, they're birds. Just about. They're bloody big birds. Right, so we have that. We claim it next turn, so when we click next turn we should then have this area. And there are hostiles nearby though. Enemy detected. Ah. It's a tiger. It's a tiger near London. London was always famous for its tigers. But I suppose this is history untold. So they might have been tigers. We just never heard of them before because it was untold. That'll be the reason. Hostile force has been spotted near your nation. To defend yourself against potential enemies, you'll need to train your units in your city and sending them to your reserves. Then deploy them from the deployment panel. That sounds rather convoluted. You discovered an independent tribe nearby. Tribes will sometimes reach out, and how you respond can impact their perception of you. Those that hold you in high esteem might join your nation. Those who dislike you might attack. They don't even know me. Hover over the status bar to see the nearby tribe and how it feels about your nation. The status bar of the nearby. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, don't. Does it mean that one? Or does it mean that one? I'm none the wiser as to how it feels about us. It doesn't like us. So we found it. It's actually the diplomacy panel that we needed. Doesn't say anything about the diplomacy panel there, does it? It just says status bar. You know what would be nice here? If it actually highlighted the one it meant. Because there's a lot of status bars all over the place. Not really clear which one. Because that's a status bar as well there, look. And that's a status bar. Well, that's a status bar because it tells us how many turns we've done. Well, they don't like us, so they're probably going to attack us. So it might not be a good idea for our scout to wander in there. And why isn't a tiger eating him? We've also got cougars. Again, famous... London very famous for its cougars. And its tobacco plantations. Foxes are quite common in England. Make a mess of your bins. So we'll hide that. We know they don't like us. What a shocker. We'll end the turn. Our first battle is he fighting our scout, because that scout's not going to do very well here, is it? Yeah, the enemy's got 4 attack and we've got 2, so... This is the Battle of Reading where he slaughters not our army, because we don't have an army. We can watch the battle apparently, can we not participate in it? That looks a bit one-sided. Actually, is that it? Is it? That she battle, was it? I was expecting a bit more. Wasn't so much a battle as a skirmish. In fact, I think even the skirmish is rather over-egging the pudding there. Yeah, let's bugger off, shall we? We'll run away. If we see the army, run the other way. So we've got animal husbandry now. We will discover next... Oh, advance well we can't. We're going to research 3 more technologies. We will do grain storage. Yes, that is the one that we want. Our workshop is complete and we can begin crafting items from recipes there. Enter the city view. We can craft a great hearth. It wants us to craft a lithic tool. And we can construct the Great Pyramids of Giza, the Hanging Gardens and Stonehenge. Add them to the tool. There we go. Well, we are now researching lithic tools. Click on the ingredients and place wealth to accelerate the process. So we're churning through gold to increase that. But we've got an infinite number of quantity there. So we're just going to do that forever by looks. Spending 25 golds. No. Increasing it by 25%, but it's not 3. There's a burn rate of 3 golds per turn, and we've got 308 gold. Right. Your forces are made up of military units. Well, we've got one next in the queue. But it wants us to build a spearman, because of course it does. Because I wanted an archer, and it wants me to make a spearman. Build a spearman. Right, we need to do that in London. In our queue. We're still not getting this dwelling, are we? Alright. Spearman. Let's prioritise him. Continue focusing on your other needs until their training is complete. Alright, so you can hide away. That's Wiltshire tribe. We'll go up here. Away from you. As you progress through history, events will arise that will require your attention and judgment. Your decisions can have various outcomes, and sometimes only time will tell if your ruling was a beneficial one. Left click on the urgent notification to see what is unfolding.
Boy, no older than 16 enters your court, springing with excitement. He explains that he and his friends were climbing trees, and while sitting atop a giant oak, he spotted a raised and unnaturally round hill and smoke, as though from a campfire rising in the distance. He requests support to safely investigate.
If we send a scout, why would that take away happiness in our capital? We'll get 5 Julians, 5 ceramic pots if we arm the Boyne's friend. Well, if we do either of those two things, we gain stuff. It doesn't make an awful lot of sense, to be honest. I'd rather lose security than happiness, though. For 10 turns. Using an amenity. They are items that can be used to provide temporary benefits to your city. Different amenities provide bonuses to different areas, such as quality of life for your citizens or production for your city. When you have an item that can be used as an amenity, the slots will become active. In the city view, click on Open Amenity slot and select on Amenities to view the options list. Amenities, oh, there we go. Jewelry. The goods that you can craft become used for trade, diplomatic relations, whereas an amenity to improve the quality of life in your nation. Yeah. We've just done that. That's the amenity there. We've just filled it, haven't we? That seems broken again as well. Maybe it has to do it in 10 turns and then it will be completed. I think that maybe is what it needs to do. So in Devon, why don't we build that gives us prestige. I think we should build a farm there in Devon. Next turn. We've discovered some cash and an amenity is activated. And our spearman is complete. Right, where's our spearman? View the deployment panel. We'll deploy them in London. And we'll select a formation. Then click next. Your unit spearman is now ready to be deployed. Choose the city where you would like to deploy your force. London. Then click deploy. Deploy. The state of your citizenry has a large impact on the success of your nation as measured by their quality of life stats. Placing means is one way to get them satisfied. Provide bonus for several turns. Golden Ages provide a powerful prestige source and triggered by excess quality of life stats. Continue playing to advance the tutorial. Right, where's a man? Are we still moving? Deploy. Not sure I'm mad keen on how the armies work. Your squad is starting to assemble and we complete in 3 turns. Mustering begins. Go and deploy over here. Next turn. Our forces are ready. They've completed our mustering. So why don't we go and attack him? Next turn. Yes. Go and muster up there, mate. Grain store is complete. We'll now do pottery. Our dwelling is complete. Right, I want to attack you. Which one's ours? That's ours. Watch the battle. That's a bit noddy, I think. Well, I think we're winning, but orders are interrupted. It was interrupted by combat. Next turn. Do we continue fighting now then? Watch battle. Still battling. We do have an event.
Rows of white stone pillars atop a solitary hill, honoring the glory of a nation and their gods. To build such a structure would ensure a nation's standing in the world and its role in shaping the future.
Stand above the rest and lock the golden Acropolis. Where's our idle units? Are going to be that scout again. Alright matey, you go over here now. Battle report. They don't really seem to have changed enough. I mean, I think they are getting smaller. I think the size is changing now. I didn't count them, but maybe there was 33 units. Oh, that's HP though. Well, it's obvious that these are playing out on a per turn basis. We should about won now, I think. Surely. Well, we should be able to tell next turn if there's not very many of them left. Reserve added. Yes, we want you to go to London. Deploy. Good. Next turn. Battle report. We were victorious. Watch battle. So they're not. They're all dead. Good. We've got lots of things here now. Created a lithic tool. Useful. We spotted a cache of supplies. Handy. We've been promoted to level 2 for our spearmen in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, even though we're over here. And we have some idle units. How do we recover those then? I don't know. The goal of ours is to stand above your peers on the world stage. Yeah, we know this bit. So what can you actually do then? Move, attack, or fortify. More actions. Wait until healed, that's what we will do. Our forces are healed by 10 points. Not fully healed though, are they? You're idle. So you, for the time being, can fortify, I think. Oh, we haven't got a fortify option. What else can we do? Oh, there's fortify. With research pottery. One more. We'll do... Well, why don't we get some wine? A golden age begins. The nation's entered the golden age. For its duration, will receive a 25% prestige from all sourcage. Nice. City idle. Right, we don't want to do that. We want to improve things. We can have a butcher's shop, a ceramic shop, dwelling, a farm. Well, let's do a hunting camp. Paragon's available. 10% production on all cities. City growth or increased research. I think we're going to go for production.
Trident, Eastern Han Dynasty Chinese inventor of...
Some advice must be... Sign your paragon to serve as an advisor. We want him to do... a chief advisor. Kids. Next turn. Right, my spearman's idle. Can you go and attack him then? Hunting wildlife. It's danger level. I think that's fine. Predator clear. An enemy is detected. Another one. All over the bloody place. Can we hunt sheep? No. Only predators. Why don't you go and attack him? Let's claim Nottingham, because that's got foods and... well, that's got gold. How are we doing for woods? We got a +2 there. We got, yeah, we'll go for Nottingham. Confirm. That means we can advance to the Bronze era. Another way to gain prestige is to build great triumphs. Incredible structures made throughout history that have changed the fate of nations. Each triumph requires the use of all zones in a region and can often have a unique production cost requiring goods and resources but are worth the cost. Examine the list of triumphs in one of your cities. Triumphs. Triumphs? Oh, that's that. Where is our triumphs? We can have an amenity there. More joy. No, I don't want to do that at the moment. Examine the list of triumphs. Yeah, alright. Well, how do we do that then? Nope, not that one. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. I mean, I'm sure it's there somewhere, but... advisors, regions, paragons, religion, government. Yeah, don't know. Let's get to the Golden Age. And then I think we can... expected outcome of victory in 5 turns. That's fine. Crafter idol. Just want to get to this next Golden Age, please. You to do a farm. Have we not entered the gold? Oh, we're in the Golden Age, but oh, that's fine. We won! Hooray! I don't think we need to watch that. But you, matey, you can do your heal, can't you? I think. Better save that game. Saving's nice and quick. Well, that is Ara, History Untold. It seems like an interesting game so far. It's got its little quirks, like how the armies deploy, but I suppose it's not completely ridiculous. You send your armies to a city to build up their formations, and then you deploy them into the world. So that kind of makes sense. I think I do like this. So I obviously need to play more than an hour of it to get a good handle on it. But so far it seems pretty good. I didn't see any stability issues, seemed perfectly fine to me. Minor issues with the tutorial and it not highlighting areas that seemed important that I couldn't find in the UI. But like with all of these games, it's just a matter of getting used to how the UI works. I don't think it's a bad UI overall, and I really do like the help system on it. I think that's particularly well done. So I do like that. Yeah, it looks quite nice. It's got some nice ideas. So it's not a direct clone of Civilization as well, which again I do like, because if you want to play a game like Civilization, you play Civilization, don't you? So I think this is going to be a pretty good 4X game. Yeah, I like this. But that is all from me for today. I shall be back again on the weekend with another game of my pile of shame. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant evening, and I shall see you later.